Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode. Boy, am I tired. This video is for Maria over on High Five. Well, part of it's for her. Part of it is just, I like High Five because don't get into the politics. It's just talking to people. I've made it quite clear that I am happily married. I am not looking for a girlfriend, a wife, a mistress, or whatever. But I get these messages on High Five, um, wanting me to Skype or Yahoo with someone, or email somebody, or I get these, um, somebody liked your profile or liked your picture or something, and they want to be friends with you, and they're like, how do you say, photographs of like teenagers and 20-year-olds, kids in their 20s, and they're cut out of magazines. A lot of them are. I don't know where they. I mean, I don't know where they get this stuff, and I'm like, I'm not interested. And frankly, I get so much of that it's frustrating, and I want. It makes me want to close my. I say that right? I am so tired right now. Makes me want to close my High Five account. The thing is, like Maria, we talk, and Maria, I want you to know that I am very thankful that you're my friend and that we talk. And you've never said or done anything inappropriate. I appreciate that and I respect you for that. So it's definitely not you. You're definitely not the problem. I get these freaking teeny boppers wanting. I mean, I don't. They're fake accounts, but who they are and what they want, and it's frustrating. And I definitely don't want my wife to think there's something going on, because there's not. But it's just so frustrating. Uh, so, since I don't know if I've ever shared any of my videos with you, it's this Maria in Tejas, in Tejas. I'm like really tired right now. It's 8:35 a.m. here in Nuevo Cary, formerly known as New Hampshire. Uh, I'll kind of give you some. Well, like, I had posted uh, that I got my app for the local ambulance service, and I mean, I'm starting. My textbook is over here. Well, you can't see, but it's over here. The EMT Basic textbook. I have a workbook for it, but I have to go look for it. Right now, I'm just looking at the textbook, getting trying to acclimate myself to its format, and all that kind of good stuff. And I have to fill out the application, and I have to take it to the town. This town has just under 2,000 people. It's spread out though, as we have a lot of hills and mountains and rocks up here, and a very dense forest. And right now, our weather, our temperatures, this is fall, but it's like the worst winter you could imagine in South Texas or in the valley. You live in the valley, so it's like the worst winter you could imagine. And this is a long way from wintertime for us. Believe me, this is a long way. You'll see people in the middle of winter shoveling snow wearing shorts. I wouldn't do that. Of course, until moving here. I've always lived in, I'm from southern España, so southern Spain is warm, South Texas is warm, Okinawa is warm. Well, I say warm, that's putting it mildly. Hot, very hot. My wife, she's like, she liked the stars. When she got to Texas, she was like, wow, because you're so much closer because you're closer to the equator. The the stars look like you can reach up and touch them, and she's like, wow, she really liked that, and the food, she liked the food too. But that's the one thing I do miss is the food. There are a few restaurants, most of them mom and pops, nothing fancy or anything. Um, um, I mean, there are places like Mi Tierra who have good food, and uh, La Fogata and places like that. They have good food too. They're definitely not mom and pops, but they're good food. Oh, I'm gonna order some tamales. Yeah, I'm not gonna put my wife through the whole rigmarole of making tamales. She doesn't need to do that. But anyway, so I was gonna tell you, she's in the hospital right now. Uh, the day before yesterday, they were talking about, well, maybe we'll discharge you tomorrow. Well, and tomorrow came, and they stopped talking about when they're going to discharge her. There was no comments or discussions concerning that. Just they don't know what's going on. They just sadly don't know. No, she ordered a hamburger. It was really for me, not for her. But this is what she got on her tray: a hamburger, a side salad or dinner salad, Jello, little 6 or 8 ounce can, like a half can of Diet Pepsi and a half can of Diet Ginger Ale. I think I think that was it. I went in a bag of baked potato chips. She ate like 2 or 3 of the potato chips. She ate the Jello. I ate everything else. One, she just doesn't have an appetite, and then when she does have an appetite, she can't keep it down. And she's it's the most serious medication that she's on right now, or medications, plural, are the pain meds. She's on a cancer medicine, but it doesn't, you say, the side effects of that medicine are minor. It's not like she's on chemo. She's, I mean, I guess technically it may be chemo, but the oncologist doesn't refer to it as that. It's the people who do not work in oncology that refer to it as chemo. But the people who work in oncology don't call it chemo because it's actually not chemo. But um I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm thinking I'm gonna go back to bed. I mean, I'm tired. Now I'm gonna go see her today. But they have her hooked up on a bunch of IVs. Her blood sugar went down to like 37 or 38 yesterday or the day yesterday, I think, or the night before. I don't remember, and she was actually awake and conscious. I mean, she was alert. 38, 37, 38. And they're they're trying to, you say, determine what kind of pain meds and how much to give her. She was on a morphine pump. for a day, day and a half, whatever, and they took her off of it. Then they started talking about putting her back on the pump. And this is a pump where she can push the button whenever the pain starts to, she get too much. She can push the button. That way they can look at everything and say, okay, well, she's needing this much pain medicine, so let's give her this much pain medicine. This is morphine, mind you. Now, I'm not talking about some Tylenol or aspirin or something. No, this is morphine. Once in the ER, they gave her 2 doses of morphine, tubes like that big and that big around. I don't want to lose her. Well, I just don't think I would ever be with anyone ever again. And I found the love of my life, and I never thought I would do that. I don't want to start crying here, so I'm going to go ahead and end this. But I made this for you, Maria. Um, I was looking at, this is just a side note, this is actually for my wife and my cousin, one of my cousins who watches my videos. I was looking at some pictures from back home in España, and we had the dining table set up, and we had silver uh, uh, cups, silverware. I mean, made out of real silver, and it was polished and everything. How my parents could afford that in Spain at the time? I mean, Spain under Franco, we were all poor. Well, somehow they could afford it, and they had friends over, and this is what they served. Now, what happened to all that silver? I have no idea. And I know a lot of it just wasn't taken care of, and it got bent and broken and this and that, but I don't have any of it. It's long gone. Maria, thank you for being a friend. I deeply appreciate that.